guys, welcome back. So today's video is all about banking on yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, and knowing that what you appreciate appreciates. So I'll get a little bit more into that in just a second because I want to reintroduce myself like, oh, H to the OV. This is the wholehearted me. And a whole lot of silly. And definitely cheesy. So if you don't know me, I'm Jira. If you're laughing right now, heck yes, you get my humor, you get my silliness. So I just have to say thank you. I'm definitely cheesy when it comes to my humor. So yes. I'm a spiritual teacher, alchemy coach, and Reiki master. And basically, I guide you back to your gold you. So now on Saturday, January 22nd at 2 p.m., I have a workshop called Embodied Alchemy, Dancing and Chanting Freedom. And this is all about intuitive movement, like however you just want to move, right? And then sacred chant through the vocals. And it's just, this is such a freeing and empowering workshop. I'm so excited because it's really going to allow you to just explore, express, and connect more back to yourself through intuitive movement and chant. So if you'd like more details, go to the link in my bio or you can DM me. All right. So today, bank on yourself. What do I mean by that? So this actually comes from whole life insurance, and this is a real thing. I am not a financial advisor, so go ahead and use your discernment. Do your research. Even insurance people won't necessarily know what this means. So if you do have an insurance person, they may not know what I'm talking about, but you can do your own research. Very few people know about this. It's like a hidden gem because it is whole life insurance in a really different way, because it's literally banking on yourself and not going to the bank to invest into the bank, right? So who wants that? Except the people that are working hard for their dang money. They want that. Right? So this is all about investing in yourself and investing in wealth. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Investing in wealth. And I really emphasize that because there's so many get rich quick schemes out there, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, right? But real fulfillment, whole fulfillment, the gold fulfillment that you're looking for is a practice. It's a daily practice and it's long term. And you're like, oh man, I need something right now. Well, we're going to take this in baby steps, bite sizes. So, it is palatable and juicy for your taste buds. But it's also something that if you want that deep fulfillment within you, it's something that you do every day. And it's for long-term wealth. It's not for short-term. And anytime something's short-term, right, it doesn't typically last long. It may temporarily help you, but long-term it doesn't. And if you have ever worked with me, whether if it was in the sports industry or in the spiritual industry, you know I'm here for the long haul. I'm not here for that short, quick scheme because it doesn't, honestly, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, I don't feel good about it as someone who's here to guide you and help you and support you. And I also know ultimately it doesn't help you, something short term, right? It doesn't ultimately help you. It's just a band-aid over the problem. It's not actually getting in that wound and cleaning it out and doing the dirty work that you need to do. Okay, so bank on yourself. Like I was saying, This is emotional investment, spiritual investment, mental investment, and financial. Now, finances, like I said, you're going to have to go do your own research on that. I'm not here to advise you. I'm just presenting information to you. Now, for some of the other things, I'm going to give you like a little alternative, a shift. I'm going to give you a shift, and it's something that maybe will help relief in this moment, or something that will help relief, as you practice it long term. Because at the end of the day, who else is going to bank on yourself? Who else is going to do it except you? That's it. No one else can do it for you except you. So when you're making choices and perspectives, and you are maybe looking for someone to guide you or support you in, one, always use your discernment. Understand if that person is one, trying to do a quick scheme on you. Two, if it's coming from a fear base and they're keeping you in this fear cycle, or if it's coming from a loving base cycle. And that is in everything, right? This isn't just about spirituality here. This is in everything. Okay, so I just want to give you a suggestion. If you are interested in banking on yourself, you can go find the book, Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. And it's all about whole life insurance. And I love that, whole life, right? Because we're not just here to live and then to die. There's a huge in between, right? And there's this whole life experience from the inside out, So if financially right now you're saying, I can't afford this, I don't have enough money, you're literally speaking into existence, telling the universe, yes, I don't have money, give me more of that. So what can you shift to? So what you can shift is, I am investing in myself. And if that's hard to say for you initially, maybe just even using the term budgeting. Right now, I am budgeting my finances, and I just have to be really picky and choosy on what I'm investing back into myself. That also has to be a certain realization that you're not just going into consumerism, right? That's a huge aspect. Like, when you go and buy something, say even the sweater, right? When I go and buy something, I always ask myself this question: do I actually need it? Especially when I've really had to budget, and I'm much more of a saver. I do like nice quality things, right? But I am much more of a saver, and I am highly aware of when I need to save and when I want to invest in myself. And I will always ask myself that question: do I need this right now? Is it something I don't have that I actually need, right? Or is it something that I just really, really want because it's there? And that one can help you decide, okay, maybe right now I don't need this. There's going to be something else like this. The other thing that helps me is there anything else there like it? Is it like unique, or is it just like everything else out there, right? So that can also help you, like, when you're going to, maybe you need new sneakers, maybe your sneakers right now, they're starting to wear out, but you do need some new ones, but it still has a little bit of lifespan left in them. But you see these like super crazy prices. It's like, do I need it right now? Or could I find something, one, that is more reasonable for my budgeting and something that actually is really going to help me, right? And, maybe that shoe that looks super cool, super popular and trendy right now only lasts like 6 months, So it's like, what are you actually investing in? All right, now health. Maybe you are sick, right? Or you're going through, this chronic cycle, and you keep telling yourself, I have this disease, I have this condition, whatever it may be, fill in the blank. I have an autoimmune disease, which is a chronic condition and does take time. Okay. And for some, yeah, there isn't necessarily a cure out there for some of these things, right? Or is it something more acute, like you have a cough or a runny nose, but are you saying, repeating, I have this cold, or am I going through a healing crisis? Now, maybe if it's more of like a chronic long-term condition, maybe it's something I am learning. I'm learning about my health needs. I'm learning about my body's needs, and my body is teaching me how to better take care of itself with the environment that it is currently in. Because guess what? Our environments can change. And if 2020 taught us anything, is that change is constant. It is the illusion of other things that are particularly thinking that it's constant, right? Change is constant. That's the only thing that is constant. Okay, so I am learning about my body's needs. I am going through a healing crisis, and this can just shift your perspective in how you want to invest into yourself and have more of a positive framework, that gold framework for yourself. Now, emotionally kind of also ties into spirituality, because what you will notice with, and this isn't for every spiritual person, like I've always called myself a spiritual person over a religious person, like forever. That does not mean at that time in my life I was emotionally aware, emotionally having a certain level of emotional intelligence, and that's something I still work on, right? So just because someone, and that doesn't, and vice versa, someone could have really high emotional intelligence, and it doesn't mean they're into spirituality either. They're just able to emotionally break down what is happening either for themselves, the people around them, and the world around them, right? In a very more stable, balanced manner. So, however, in this case, I am tying them both together, but just understand they don't actually operate always together. All right, so emotionally, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, stuck, you're just really struggling with something, right? There's a lot of pain there emotionally. And so where you could shift it is saying, I allow this opportunity to move with ease and grace. And again, what can you learn from this situation? What can you learn from this struggle? And how can you change your perspective from it? Because it's there to teach you, but also sometimes we need to move with ease and grace, right? So just being able to shift in how you're emotionally investing in yourself. So one last thing I want to add, and this goes under the umbrella of all of those, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. When you're investing in yourself and you're investing in wealth of yourself, right? So here's this little person. All right, they're just smiling, walking along, and right? Something happens. Boom, adversity happened. And so now they're down and out, and maybe the smile got turned upside down, and they're a little angry. They're a little angry right now, all right? And as they're going through this emotional struggle or physical struggle, okay, this happens in a spiral. Okay, same thing. This happens with finances, right? Stocks aren't linear. It goes up and down. It goes through spirals. The problem is when people panic and they try and take out, and then they're taking out at the wrong time, because they're going into that fear base instead of going in long term for that wealth. So not only do they reap the benefits long term, instead of looking short term of saying, the next 5 years, you're looking 20 years, and even passing it down through your family, say 7 generations. Imagine passing on wealth 7 generations down. Like, that is amazing. And say it started with you by changing just that shift perspective, investing back into yourself, even saving $1 a day, $1 a week, that will make a difference. It's not about how big it is, it's about starting with where you are at. And so as you go through these phases, it's not this linear phase that we see. This even happens with the temperature. The only thing you're looking at is, I feel good, I feel bad, the temperature went high, the temperature went down, right? But what you're not seeing is what's happening on the inside, and it's circulating, it's retracing, it's listening, right? It's that innate mechanism that's happening naturally for you, and this is in a circular motion. It's never linear in anything. It's never linear, ever. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I want to add. So when I say what you appreciates, it's being appreciated and multiplied and quantified as you change that shift and learning to invest in yourself by banking on yourself and doing it because no one else is going to do it for you. It's time for you to make that choice. Even if it's overall well-being, you want to lose weight, you want to drink more water, simple things like that can make a huge difference in how you are feeling and finding that gold within you, finding that wholeness within you and that fulfillment long term. So yes, if you are interested in my services, I do offer alchemy coaching, mentorships, or not yet. Mentorships, I am still finalizing. I'm working on that. I do offer intuitive readings, Reiki, and then if you're looking things for a little bit more community, not so much one-on-one and group activity based. Like I said, this month I am doing Embodied Alchemy, dancing and chanting freedom. Next month I'm going to be doing Metatron Cube activation, and those are much more affordable. And it's in a group gathering, so it makes it really fun to just connect with everyone. And yeah, I'm excited for that. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I hope you have a silly day. Bring a little bit more silliness into your 2022 life, all right? Because I guarantee you, you won't go wrong with it. Right? All right, guys. So have a grateful day. Enjoy the moment.